I used to think that confidence was something that you were born with. But here's the thing. I procrastinated everything. I never kept any promises to myself, and it took everything out of me to step out of my comfort zone. But here's the thing that nobody tells you about confidence though. It is not something that you're born with. It's something that you build, and you build it every single day. What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Arthur, and in this video, I'm gonna be going over something that completely changed my life. And that's how to build confidence so easily that it feels like a hack. First things first, let's go over what confidence actually is. Confidence is the feeling or belief that one can rely on someone or something. Firm trust. Let me paint you a picture of where I used to be when I didn't have any form of confidence, because you might be there right now. So, starting off, when I had zero confidence, here's what my life looked like. I thought you were born with confidence. I genuinely believed that some people were born with this confidence gene and that I was just unlucky that I wasn't born with it. But I couldn't be more wrong, okay? Second, I procrastinated everything, right? I'd have things that I wanted to do, things that I needed to do, and I'd do everything but that. I'd scroll, I'd watch TV, I'd play video games, I'd hang out with my friends. And here's the thing, when you procrastinate, you show that you can't trust yourself. Second, I didn't keep any promises to myself. I'd say I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow, or I'm gonna go to the gym 3 to 4 times this week. And guess what? I would snooze, probably wake up 2 to 3 hours later. And if I was lucky, I'd make it to the gym once that week. But when you don't keep promises to yourself, you slowly stop believing in yourself. Your word doesn't mean anything. Next, I never stepped out of my comfort zone. Like I said, it took a lot out of me to step out of it. I just always played it safe. Didn't try new things. Never spoke up when I wanted to. And I never put myself out there. But you know what happens when you stay in your comfort zone for too long? It gets smaller and smaller, giving you no room to grow. Next, I had poor body language. I always slouched my shoulders, always avoided eye contact at all costs, never had my chest out, never had any of that. And here's the thing, your body language is the message that you're sending to the world. And at that time, I was telling everyone that I had no belief in myself, that I wasn't capable of anything. And lastly, I just didn't take care of myself. No consistent workout, always eating junk food, never prioritizing my style, never prioritizing how I looked. And here's the thing, when you don't do any of those things, you're slowly telling yourself that you're not worth the effort. You're not worth taking care of. If that sounds familiar, I was stuck in that same exact cycle as well. But here's the thing, just like you, I was scrolling on YouTube and I was watching this video. It was a TED Talk. And the speaker of the video said this: real self-confidence doesn't come from shouting affirmations in the mirror. Real self-confidence comes from giving the world irrefutable proof that you are who you say you are. Boom. I'm gonna say it one more time just in case you didn't get it. Real self-confidence doesn't come from shouting affirmations in the mirror. Real self-confidence comes from giving the world irrefutable proof that you are who you say you are. This was my wake-up call. This was the world letting me know that confidence isn't something that you're born with. Confidence is built, and it's built through action, taken every single day. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, that's proof. Every time you don't procrastinate, that's proof. Every time you plan ahead, take care of yourself, that's proof. Proof that you could rely on yourself. Proof that you are who you say you are. Proof that you have confidence. See, confidence isn't something that you could shortcut. It isn't something that you could just yell at the mirror for. It's something that has to be built and it's built every single day. Let me break down the exact steps that I took to build real, unshakable confidence. These are the 5 pillars that completely transformed my life. The first pillar of building confidence is keeping promises to yourself. This is the foundation. Everything else builds on this, because confidence isn't just trust. It's trust in yourself. And how do you build trust? You do what you say you're gonna do. And this is exactly how to start. Set small goals and follow daily. Don't say, I'm gonna completely transform my life from one day to the next. No, that's how you fail, and that's how you make yourself feel so much worse. Instead, do one thing, one simple thing. For example, making your bed, drinking a gallon of water. Something that's so easy, but that it's gonna take discipline for you to do every day, day in and day out. The magic isn't in the size of the goal. It's keeping the promise. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, it's solid proof that you can rely on yourself, that you are who you say you are. Start with one promise, then stack another, then stack another, then stack another. And eventually, 6 months later, you're gonna have a whole stack of promises that you've been keeping to yourself, that when you say you're gonna do something, you actually feel like you're actually gonna do it. And that's real self-confidence. Number 2, step out of your comfort zone. Growth lives just outside of your comfort zone. You cannot become confident while staying exactly where it is that you are right now. Here's what it looks like practically, all right? For starters, start speaking up. If you're in a group and you have a thought, say it. Yes, it might seem uncomfortable at first, but do it anyway. Start small. Make a comment in a group chat. Make a comment when you're hanging out with all your friends. Ask a question if you're still taking class. Every time you speak up, when you normally wouldn't, you're expanding your comfort zone, okay? Number 2, try something new. Take a class, learn a new skill, go to an event alone, go out to eat alone, go to the movies alone. Do something that makes you just a little bit nervous. The confidence just doesn't come from being particularly good at something. It's giving yourself the opportunity to try something and then becoming good at it, despite all the fear that you feel, right? Next, talk to strangers, all right? Start conversation. Ask the barista how their day is going. Make small talk when you're in line waiting for something. If you see a pretty girl, tell her that she's pretty. You never know, that might be your next girlfriend, but you wouldn't know because you're too afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Here's what I learned. Growth lives just outside of your comfort zone. Not way outside where you're terrified, just enough to make you feel slight uncomfort, right? You don't want to kill yourself either. Every time you do something uncomfortable and you survive it, which you will 99.9% of the time, stepping out of your comfort zone is going to become easier and easier every time you do it. That's growth. That's building confidence. That's trusting in yourself. The third pillar, prepare relentlessly. You know what kills confidence? Feeling unprepared. Feeling like you could have done more, but you didn't, right? Plan ahead for big moments, right? You have a presentation, practice it 10 times over. You have a big interview coming up, learn your resume inside out. Stack a couple questions that you could ask the interviewer, showing that you're prepared. If you're going on a date, make sure you have an outfit planned out. Make sure you know exactly where you're going. Make sure you know exactly what it is that you're going to talk about. So that way, everything runs smoothly. Number 2, hone in on your skills. Whatever you want to be more confident in, you have to practice. You want to be confident socially? Go out and talk to people. Be a social machine. You want to be more confident at your job or whatever it is that you do? Master your craft. Confidence comes from competence. And here's the truth. Preparation kills self-doubt. When you've put in the work, When you're ready, doubt doesn't have any room to creep in on you. You can't fake it. You can't fake being good at something, right? You can't shortcut it. But when you put in the work, that's where the confidence flourishes. That's where it shows that you know exactly what it is that you're doing. I used to wing everything and wonder why I always felt anxious and nervous and didn't perform like the way that I was supposed to. It's because I wasn't prepared. The fourth pillar, body language matters, right? Your body language isn't just how you communicate with others. It's how you communicate with yourself. Number one, fix your posture. Shoulders back, chest up, head high. Try it out. I bet you're gonna feel more confident just as soon as doing that, right? Because your body affects your mind. When you carry yourself like someone confident, you start to feel more confident. Next, hold eye contact, all right? This was hard for me at first. Every time I made eye contact with someone, I look away. Or every time I'm walking across the street, I look down. I would do anything to avoid eye contact. Now I maintain eye contact because it shows confidence and it shows honesty. It makes you feel more confident. It shows you that you're able to win a fucking staring contest, believe it or not. Stop slouching. Stop looking at your phone while walking. Stop making yourself feel small. Take up space. You're a man. You got this. And here's the thing. When you change your body language, people treat you so much more differently, right? They take you seriously, they respect you more, and they're more drawn to you. And when people respond to how you move, how you maneuver, it reinforces that confidence. Just how there's a negative loop, there's also a positive one. And lastly, take care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, you're sending yourself a message that you are not worth taking care of. For starters, exercise. You don't have to become a bodybuilder. You don't have to be an Olympian athlete. Just go to the gym, play a sport, go out for a run, whatever it is. Just do it because exercise releases endorphins. It improves your health and it shows you that you're capable of pushing through hard things. Plus, when you look better, you definitely feel better. Number two, eat clean. Stop putting garbage in your body. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to measure everything like a bodybuilder, but you should be eating healthy and clean for most of the time. When you fuel your body properly, you have more energy, you have better mood, clearer thinking, and all of that supports confidence. Then you want to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I know, everyone thinks that sleep is for the weak, and hustle culture has gotten to us. But guess what? You know what's actually weak? When you're tired, when you're foggy, when you're easily irritable and running on fumes. Sleep is when your body and your brain recover. Make sure you prioritize it, right? Lastly, style and groom yourself, okay? Dress well, get a good haircut, take care of your skin. Make sure you smell good because when you look in the mirror and you like what you see, that is confidence. When you know you're presenting yourself at your very best, that is confidence. Taking care of yourself isn't some form of vanity. It's self-respect. And you cannot be confident if you don't even respect yourself. Confidence is built. You build it by keeping promises to yourself, stepping out of your comfort zone, by preparing relentlessly, by fixing your body language, and taking care of yourself. This isn't complicated, but it is hard. It requires consistency. It requires discipline. It requires for you to do things that might be uncomfortable. But I promise you, and I don't break my promises anymore, it is worth it. The version of you that keeps their word, that faces their fears, that takes care of themselves, that version is unstoppable. That version is confident. And that version is already inside you. It's just dormant. It's waiting for you to wake it up. Start today. Pick one promise that you're gonna be able to do every single day. If this video helped you, please do me a favor and hit the like button and hit subscribe. And I want you guys to comment what's one pillar that you're gonna start working on. All right? That's it for today's video. Hope you guys have a good one.